Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sallallahu ala habibihi Muhammadin wa alihi wa sallam. Let us start analysis of literary devices used in good calligraphy. Okay, in English, poets use some literary devices to create some musicality in the poem. Okay. Douglas Mallow used various literary devices to beautify his poem. Okay, so it means literary devices are used to beautify the poem. For beautification of the poem, poets use literary devices. Some of the natural literary devices used in this poem show their impact on its beauty. There are some natural, or you can say natural literary devices that are used in this poem just to create the impact of beauty. Okay, so let's learn what does literary devices mean and what are their purpose. First one is assonance. Clear? Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds in the same line, such as the sound of E in the tree. See, if it is repeated over here, repeated over here. Clear? So this is the repetition of vowel sounds. Okay, at level 5, and then there is another repetition of vowel sound in another line. O is repeated, O is another time repeated again, O is repeated again, vowel sound is repeated. Okay. Vowel sound is also vowel. Okay. I is also a vowel like this. Okay. In 2-3 places, in 2-3 words, he has repeated the same sound, same vowel sound. Okay. So why do they repeat the vowel sounds? See, in our own language, in Urdu language, our poets, they are using same sounding words, and that looks good when we, study Urdu poetry. Same is the case in English poetry. Okay, they repeat the same sounds to create musicality. Okay, to create a good, you can say, melodious impact on the mind of the reader. Okay. This creates melodious impact on the mind of the readers. Okay, that is called repetition of vowel sounds is called assonance. Repetition of vowel sounds in the same line is called assonance. What is assonance? Who will tell me? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Yes.
Repetition of vowel sound in the same line are called assonance.
Repetition of vowel sounds in the same line is called assonance. Okay. Now I will ask anybody to let me know. Be very attentive. Somebody stand beside the door or put a chair in front of the door so that it may not open and external noises may not be there. Okay. Next one is alliteration. Alliteration. Stop writing. First, understand it. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds in the same line in quick succession, such as the sound of ma in mainly men or sound of m. What are consonant sounds? What are consonant sounds? Other than vowel sounds are called consonant sounds. Other than A, E, I, O, U sounds are called consonant sounds. Okay? So, alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds in the beginning of the words. In the beginning, remember, in the beginning of the words. Okay? Because next one is consonants. Again, it's the repetition of consonant sounds. It is the repetition of consonant sounds. It is also the repetition of consonant sounds. what's the difference between alliteration and consonants? You will have to read the definition and examples carefully and you will get to know the difference. You will come to know the difference. This is in the beginning, repetition of consonant sound in the beginning of the voice. But here, the repetition of consonant sounds may be anywhere. Okay? For example, consonants is the repetition of consonant sounds in the same line, such as sound of M in never, become, manly, man, and sound of an S, like whose, as of whose, and S approaches, and S of show, the letter S of stars. Clear? So consonant sound is also the repetition of vowel consonant sounds. Okay, alliteration is also the repetition of consonant sound. What's the difference? Who will tell me the difference? I have told you the difference. I have explained the difference to you. Sit properly. Sit actively. Sit in an active position. Oh yes. Who will tell me? Would you repeat? What's the difference between alliteration and consonants? In alliteration, sounds are repeated in the beginning. In consonants, sound may be in the middle, maybe in the beginning, like manly man, and then there is like it's coming in second last position. It's coming in the end, it's coming in the beginning, it's coming in the beginning. Okay, there is the difference. That's the difference. Next one is enjambment. Enjambment means continuation of ideas. It is defined as thought in verse that does not come to an end at a line break. This is the line break. Okay. Rather, it rolls over to next line. Okay. The thought process that does not end at a line break. Clear? And they hold counsel with the stars. Okay, there is one idea. Okay, but this thought does not stop over here. It is the continuation of this one. This one is the continuation of this one. Okay, whose broken branches show the scars. Okay, next one. Still the thought process is not over. Okay, it's continued. It is, you can say, rolling over to the next line. Of many winds and much of strife. Okay? So all these lines, they are interconnected. First line is connecting the second line is connecting the third line. Then the meanings are almost over. Okay? So it is the continuation of thought process. From one line to another line, then to another line. Okay? So that is called enjambment. Okay? That's what it is. Okay, you will have to prepare them. I may be asking you tomorrow, okay? And you have got 2 letters because you haven't done your first letter today. And that's about digital census. What is digital census? What is digital census? Counting the people in the country. Counting the population in the country digitally with machine. You see, there are some people who are coming at your doorstep with a machine in their hands and they are asking the ID cards and this form and that form, all the information from you. Okay? And they have a gadget in their hands. Actually, they are counting the population of the country. Okay? And they are counting it digitally because of the gadget in their hands. But in past, people used to count, our governments used to count the people manually. Manually means with registers in their hands that used to count the population of the country. Okay? So you will have to write a letter to the editor on that. Have a nice time. Allah Hafiz. Take care.